this tutorial, I will be going over how we will be managing our packages. It's a 3-step process that requires you to follow these steps in order. So I'd say this is one of the more complex things we have on MangoMint, but it also is comprehensive in terms of it will track how many of these treatments patients have left or how many they've redeemed, when they bought it, all of the above. So I really think that we're all going to really love it. We just have to learn the steps to do it. So if a patient comes in and they say they would like to buy a package of 10 B12 shots and they'd like to receive one of those today, the first thing you would do is you would go up into the right-hand corner where you see apps. You'd click on apps and you will find the tab that says packages and click on that. Then you will see in the top left-hand corner a button, a pink button that says add package. Go ahead and click on that. And the screen on the left-hand side will pop up and prompting you to add a client's name and the package that they would like. As you can see here, we have Malibu packages and not Malibu packages. The prices do differ, so make sure you press on the correct package. And after that, you can just click Create Package. As you can see, so this screen here, this is where we will check to see how many, or when the patient purchased the package, how many they've redeemed, how many they have remaining, all of the above. I'll click on this person's over here just so you can see what it looks like. So this patient bought their package on July 15th. They used one of those services on the 15th, the day they bought it, and they have 3 remaining. And then this patient looks like they bought a package of 10 on yesterday on the 2nd. And it looks like they took them all 10 of them home at once. It looks like maybe they received 1 in the clinic. Anyways, this is the screen that we will track packages. So if a patient comes in and has just questions about their package, you can navigate here, and this will be where you find answers to package questions. But we're not done. That's step 1 of the process of helping a patient purchase a package as well as redeem one of them today. So the second step will be going back to the calendar in the left-hand corner and making this patient an appointment. So as we should know how to make a patient an appointment, you find the patient in our system or you add them, you select a service. And for this, it's really important that you select the same service as the service that you just added a package to on the other site, because these screens and internally these things are connected. So that piece is really important. So once you make this appointment, just go ahead and click Make Appointment. As we can see, this appointment is made. Now it's time to check out. So a little review, go up here to the 3 buttons, click Checkout. And at this point, it's really important that we add the package. This is where the patient needs to actually pay for the package. So in order to do that, you click on More and you go to Packages. Here's where we add the package to the cart. And as you can see, our total went up from being $25 for just paying for the 1 injection to $250. But $250 is too much because that's making them pay for the single injection as well as the pack of 10. But they want to use one of the 10 that they're buying in this 10. So as you can see, this little thing popped up, apply a package, 1 available. And this only popped up here because we had added the package on the previous site. That's why the steps in this process matter, because this won't pop up if you haven't added the package to the previous page. So all that being said, make sure once you see this, you click on Apply a Package and it'll take you here and you want to hit Apply. as you can see up here, that zeroes out the dollar. It shows you how much per service you're paying in this package, but it's not actually charging you that. As you can see, the subtotal down here is just the quantity for the package that this patient wants to buy. And then you can click Go to Payments, and you can take the patient's payment. So I'm not going to actually go through that process because I am not actually buying this package, but that is how it would go. And then you could go back and you could check the other site to make sure that it says 9 remaining, 1 redeemed today. I feel very confident that it should say that. But obviously, because I'm not paying for it now, it won't. But there's one other way to do this as well. So say a patient walks in and they just want to buy a package. They don't want to redeem any services today. They just want to buy a package. How you're going to do that is you're going to do the same first step. Go to Packages. I'm going to delete this really quickly. You're going to add a package. Say this patient is buying a Fotona lip glaze package. So we are going to create that. So here that is. But they don't want to receive a lip glaze today. They want to make an appointment for the future, but they're just like around the clinic. They wanted to pop in and just buy the package so that next time they make an appointment, they can just not bring their wallet. So how you would do that to pay for the package, we don't want to go into calendar to make them an appointment because they don't want to get a treatment today. What we could do is we could make them an appointment for in the future, but if they don't want to do that, if they just want to pay for it and call later, what you can do is you can go up here to the top bar, you'll see Sales. Click on Sales and then click on New Checkout. It'll pop up this screen over here on the right and prompt you to enter the patient's name. And here's where you can add the package. Again, it's on More. Click on More. Go down to Package. Find the correct one. Fotona lip glaze. Click on that. Looks like I need to add a staff member, which just go ahead and click on and find your... Oh, looks like I'm not in here already. I'll just go there, find a staff member, add the staff member, and then click. I mean, if they want to buy anything else, if they want to buy a skincare product, you can add that to their cart from here. But if all they're trying to buy today is this package, then just add the package, go to Payments, and check them out, and they should be all set for the next time they come in. They'll have that package paid for in our system, and they can just book an appointment and not have to pay for anything. Well, they already paid for it. So yeah, that is how we are going to be doing packages. So there's kind of 2 different ways to do it depending upon what the patient is wanting to get done at the clinic that day. You can do it if they're interested in redeeming one. You can do it through the calendar, making an appointment, and then applying the package at checkout, or you could do it through Sales. I think the most important piece is making sure that you add it to the package site as well as adding it at checkout to make sure that they pay for it. All right, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.